Hey, got a little bit of bedhead right now. Hair looks about as crazy as I feel. It's about 4 in the morning. My sleep schedule's been all sorts of fucked up as a response to just being so heavily medicated for a week, and I've been off the heavy stuff for a little while, but a couple days. I'm just on that Tylenol and Tylenol PM and my muscle relaxer, but I've had a rough 24 hours. So, uh, one of the symptoms that I was dealing with my sciatica before the surgery was really, really tense muscles all the way distributed down my right leg. It was accompanied with pain and neurological static and numbness and stuff like that. One of the things that I noticed after getting out of surgery is that I didn't feel any of that anymore. But a couple days after surgery, I started feeling tension come back, and I have felt a twinge or two of shooting nervousness. And guess what? Becky be nervous. See, it's funny because that's the name of the channel that I chose for myself. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's made me really freak out and overanalyze literally every fucking movement that I've made. Like, did I reherniate because I leaned slightly this way or that way, or I sat down to play Overwatch, which, by the way, I was really happy when I realized I could sit down and play a match of Overwatch, and it's kind of perfect because the matches only last like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, maybe. But yeah, yesterday I don't know what was up. My head just felt like slightly buzzing, and I don't know if it was a migraine without pain or what, but I was just it had me in a way, man. And I've been walking in circles around my kitchen because it's fucking February in Utah, and I don't want to risk walking outside in the ice. Also, it's windy as shit, so I've been walking in circles around my apartment, and it's getting old, but I'm doing it anyway. And anyway, yesterday, in a fit of needing to feel control over something in my life, I did a wall sit. Not a deep one, not a deep one at all. But I made sure that my head and my all portions of my back were touching the wall while I was doing it, and I don't know. Like, it's just given me one more thing to be like, did that one wall sit that I did, that I probably shouldn't have done and I won't do again, but like, did that fuck me up? And like, I don't know, I installed fucking 2048 on my phone and curled over in bed and just played it while listening to dumb YouTube shit for way too many hours, just as a way of avoiding like the stress in my head. Um, and it's yeah. So obviously I've woken up at 4 in the morning, and hello, this is my bedroom. I and so now I'm just trying to talk myself down because I don't think I'm still ruminating over stuff. You just get stuck in cycles of Google searching like, what does a reherniation feel like? Did I reherniate? Should I be having no symptoms? Some people wake up without any symptoms left at all. Why do I have symptoms? Or why did I wake up without symptoms and why did they come back? Oh my god, it's just perfect fuel for catastrophizing, which I already have a problem doing. You're catching me at a bad moment too. I'm not always this. I'm not always this crazy about stuff, but it's just like after so many months of pain, waking up from the surgery and feeling nothing was amazing. Even if the numbness was still there, like feeling nothing was amazing, and then feeling that tension creep back into my calf and all the way up my leg. I sent my surgeon a note, and he's like, do some massages to loosen it up, and I'm just like, oh my god, he just doesn't know that, like, I've been doing massages and PT and shit for months. I know what this kind of tension is. This kind of tension is the same kind of tension I've been dealing with this whole fucking time, and none of that stuff worked, which is why I got the microdiscectomy. Anyway, so where I find myself right now is waking up 4 in the morning, putting on my back brace, and I just went for a walk around my kitchen for the last 15 minutes, and I listened to some YouTube people talk, and and I just did a search for microdiscectomy day 7, which is where I'm at. And every single video that I watched had people talking about having some kind of residual effect from their sciatica, and not freaking out in the same way that I am right now, not as acutely, but like I feel a little more human right now. I feel a little more like maybe trying to blame myself for doing one wall sit, or not walking quite enough, or whatever else, like, is just a way for me to try and regain a sense of control over the situation so that I can feel safer about it all, because I feel better about shit when I know I can control it. But this isn't something, this doesn't work like that. And I feel better when I that's the same reason why I do those dumbass Google searches, is I'm looking for a handhold, something to grasp onto, so I can be like, this is what I did wrong, and I definitely know I reherniated, or this is I don't know. Sorry, I'm out of mouth words. I'm not exactly at my brightest right now, but all of those videos that I checked out, just like all 6 of them that I just watched in a row, mentioned something like this, and many of them have exactly the same symptoms that they had before, only intensified. So I'm part of a spectrum of perfectly reasonable post-operative symptoms right now. And I need to remind myself of that, and that willpower is not a cure or antidote for bad things happening. And God, there was one person who was talking about reherniation, and they were saying, like, we were answering somebody's question, like, how do you prevent reherniation? And they were like, in a big sense, like, you can do the obvious things, don't stress it out, but like, ultimately they reherniated after coughing one time, like, or picking up their cat, like, months and months post-op. So, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I need to calm the fuck down and realize that I'm not actually in control of most of the things going on. And if I reherniate, that's just something that's going to happen. Just like I didn't do anything specifically to cause all of this to come on me in the first place. It just happened one day. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a comforting thought, but it is at least a thought to try and put some freaking water on the fiery madness in my head. Try and douse the flames of my own insecurity. So, anyway, just a brief update. I've been updating the whole time. I know it's 8 minutes in. I'm just kind of having a moment. Something I did just now, just to bring myself back down to planet Earth, as I walked around my kitchen and I paid attention to how I felt, without judging it really, just trying to pay attention to the feelings. And I still don't have nearly as much pain as I had before the surgery. Something that I felt every time I took a footstep before the surgery was I felt like this neurological static that would just ignite whenever my foot hit the ground, and it would go all the way up my leg, and it felt like walking on sometimes little needles, other times like sandpaper. And that neurological static isn't really there still. Since the surgery, that's disappeared. So I just had to sort of recenter myself and be like, okay, you are having tension, and the tension is causing muscle cramping in all of the usual places, but the neurological static is gone. It's still gone. And I did a very slight back bend that I know I didn't do it very hard, but I know that this specific direction of bending my back would be the easiest and quickest way to trigger the sciatica. Did it in physical therapy numerous times as we were testing things out, and I didn't feel a thing. I felt maybe a little cautious about not going too far with it, but I mean, it didn't take much before. It didn't take much at all, and now it's just kind of like meh. So yeah, I'm gonna go walk some more, play some Overwatch, and not do any more Google searches for, I don't know, at least the next day or two. Alright, this was good. Goodbye, random internet people. I hope you're having a good day.